Why you can and should embrace a growth mindset. Of all the factors in life within your control, your mindset is one of the most influential. If you would like to grow as a person and start creating your ideal life, embracing a growth mindset is an essential first step. In this video, we'll look at what a growth mindset is and a few reasons it can be so beneficial, and some effective growth mindset activities that you can use to develop your own growth mindset. What is a growth mindset? Before we can dive into the benefits of embracing a growth mindset and the activities you can use to develop such a mindset, it's essential to define a growth mindset. According to psychologist Carol Dweck, the woman responsible for popularizing the idea of the growth mindset, a growth mindset is a mindset in which people believe that their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Brains and talent are just the starting point. This view creates a love of learning and a resilience that's essential for great accomplishment. In other words, a growth mindset is simply a mindset that's receptive to the idea of continual growth and improvement. While this way of thinking may not seem all that complex or groundbreaking, it's certainly one of the most effective ways to improve your chances of reaching your goals by merely adopting a new mindset. Someone with a fixed mindset, on the other hand, tends to see themselves as a final product rather than a work in progress. As such, they avoid the things that challenge them and do not seek out opportunities for improvement. Therefore, it's easy enough right out of the gate to see just how much more beneficial a growth mindset can be compared to the attributes of a fixed mindset. The benefits of a growth mindset. Adopting a growth mindset offers a wide range of impactful benefits. Just some of the advantages that a growth mindset brings include things such as engaging in continual learning. No matter how intelligent you are or how many years you've dedicated to expanding your knowledge, there's always more to learn. Those who have developed a growth mindset recognize this fact and embrace the idea of continual learning. When you embrace continual learning and dedicate yourself to learning as much as possible throughout your lifetime, you set yourself on a path of constant improvement that will make you a more and more knowledgeable person as the years go on. Taking advantage of the law of attraction. The law of attraction dictates that a person's mindset plays a significant role in determining the type of things they attract in life. For example, a person with a negative and pessimistic mindset will tend to attract other negative and pessimistic people. Adopting a growth mindset, though, means that you will tend to attract people into your life who are likewise interested in growing as a person and expanding their horizons. Ultimately, the type of people you form relationships with has a significant impact on where you end up in life and even who you become as a person yourself. Being able to attract relationships with more growth-oriented people more easily is sure to be beneficial. Strengthening your self-esteem. People with a growth mindset do not inherently start with more self-esteem than those with a fixed mindset. However, people who have developed a growth mindset are much less likely to have their confidence damaged by failures and setbacks than those who have not developed such a mindset. Simply put, when you view all life experiences as learning opportunities, even setbacks and failures are more readily embraced. Reducing the importance of approval. People who have adopted a fixed mindset often find themselves chasing others' approval above all other goals in life. Of course, this is not the best approach to living, and chasing others' approval should never be your priority. Those who have embraced the growth mindset tend to value others' approval much less than the rewards and opportunities for growth that their various experiences offer, which makes it much easier to focus on personal improvement rather than approval. More open to constructive criticism. When you reduce how much you value others' approval, you're also going to be much more receptive to constructive criticism. While constructive criticism can be difficult to stomach at times, it's often one of the most valuable things a person can receive. Being open to constructive criticism and seeing it as an opportunity for improvement means that you can take advantage of the criticism you receive rather than let it ruin your confidence. And those who've adopted a growth mindset are sure to be much more open to receiving constructive criticism. Embracing your imperfections. People with a fixed mindset tend to find their flaws and imperfections to be deeply uncomfortable topics they would rather ignore. However, people with a growth mindset find it much easier to focus on their shortcomings, since these areas are the areas that offer the most room for growth and improvement. When you acknowledge your weaknesses and strive to improve on them in this manner, you'll be much better off than someone who ignores their weaknesses and refuses to fix them. Seeing the big picture. Those who have a fixed mindset often allow their lives to be defined by single events, such as a poor test score or being turned down for a job. People who've adopted a growth mindset, on the other hand, tend to have a much easier time seeing the big picture and understanding that their life is not going to be defined by any one event. This is simply because those with a fixed mindset tend to focus on the here and now much more than looking forward to the future. While there's nothing wrong with grounding yourself in the present, seeing the big picture and understanding that there'll be plenty more opportunities in the future when faced with setbacks is a powerful mindset to develop. Growth mindset activities. Now that we've discussed some of the various benefits that a growth mindset offers, let's take a look at how you can begin cultivating a growth mindset for yourself. If you would like to embrace a growth mindset and all the advantages that it offers, consider participating in these growth mindset activities. Always be open to try new things. One of the easiest ways to expand your horizons and grow as a person is to always be on the lookout for new things to try and experience. When you open yourself up to all the unique experiences that the world has to offer, you'll find embracing a growth mindset to be much easier than it was before. Commit to reading. Adopting an attitude of continuous learning is one of the most critical ingredients in developing a growth mindset, and there's no easier way to engage in continuous learning than reading as much as possible. Whether it's a gripping novel or an informative non-fiction book, reading challenges your mind, expands your imagination, and plants the seed for developing a mindset of growth and continual learning. Practice gratitude. Taking the time to acknowledge all of the things you're grateful for can significantly impact your overall mindset and outlook on life. When you practice gratitude regularly, it's much easier to shift into a more optimistic mindset, and optimism is one of the defining characteristics of a growth mindset. Celebrate your achievements. Having a growth mindset means that you will tend to value the journey towards your goal just as much as the end result. However, celebrating your achievements when you reach your goals is a valuable exercise for developing a growth mindset. When you celebrate your achievements and reward yourself for them, it's much easier to appreciate the benefits that a growth mindset offers. Embrace challenges. People who are stuck in a fixed mindset tend to see challenges as an opportunity for judgment and failure and thus avoid them. People with a growth mindset, however, tend to see challenges as opportunities for growth and improvement. Even if you're still cultivating your growth mindset, challenges are certainly something that you should seek out and embrace. The more you challenge yourself, the more you'll grow and improve as a person. And as you grow and improve, a growth mindset that encourages such growth and improvement will come much more naturally.